Hello and welcome to another video of Mind Skill. Today I'm going to bring you 3 pointers so that you can improve and start to earn the success that you deserve. There are 3 main points that everybody has to think about in order to achieve success. If you are aware of the situation, then you will actually understand better what your mistakes are, and then from that point we can learn to improve ourselves. So, step number 1 is obviously decision making. Why? Obviously, because, you have to decide on what you want to do, and in order to do that positively, you have to understand the positives and negatives of the decision that you are going to make. Let me put a nice example out there. Everybody can relate to the subject of exercising, going to the gym, or going for a jog or something in that kind of realm. What you first do is you say to yourself, after long thinking, I'm going to exercise because I want to lose some weight and become a fitter person, because it's good for my health. I will live longer, you say, that's a positive thing. I will feel healthier, that's a positive thing. I will sleep better, that's another positive thing. The list keeps on going on strong. There's a lot of positive points, but I will tell you something about the negative points. They're not necessarily negative as in it's going to affect you bad, but it's something that you have to sacrifice. The time that it takes for you to put on your running shoes, to go out there and spend at least an hour every 3-4 days running, so that you have the exercise needed for the minimum amount of exercise, right? Well, this is the sacrifice you take, and this is normal. The difference between the thinking that you are going to be putting out by decision making consciously, being aware of making a decision, is much different than an impulsive decision. If you don't think about the decision that you're going to make, then it is really called impulsive. So that was number 1. I'm going to continue now and say that number 2 is very easy, but at the same time it's the hardest thing to do. It is all about taking action for your ambition to become successful. You have to keep on repeating the process and go through the hard times in order for you to reap the rewards. It doesn't happen overnight that you become the person that you want to be. And that doesn't mean that there is something holding you back. No, this just means that you have to consistently put effort into becoming the person that you want to be. And this is something that I want to say has to do with faith in yourself, that you can achieve it, that you can do it, that nothing is holding you back, because there will be obstacles. Maybe people will tell you it doesn't make sense for you to do it, or the obstacle is so difficult to overcome that you're just wasting a lot of time and effort doing it, and it seems hopeless. But don't give up hope, because trust me, in the end you will get some kind of reward from it and you will succeed. Just give it a little bit of time and take small steps in order to go and be repetitive in that form. Alright, because it's better for you to take small steps and do it consistently than always to try and take a big step and then you will have such a big obstacle to overcome that maybe you become discouraged a little bit. So it's alright, it happens, but it's better than to make sure that you know what is going to happen in that case. And I support you, so I think you can do it. Alright, let's continue to point number 3. Point number 3 is about reflection and mindfulness and relaxation. This seems like something that does not have to do with the prior 2 pointers that I have named, namely action and decision making, which was the first one. But I will tell you that it has everything to do with you being successful. In order for you to achieve a certain sense of success, you also have to start to improve on how you execute your decision making and the action taking. It's like you becoming a footballer. It's not just about kicking the ball and always just putting it in the goal, because it comes with a skill that you have to learn. Techniques are developed because the other person is the obstacle, in this case, is trying to take the ball away from you and put it in your own goal. So in order for you to learn to be better than the obstacle, you have to reinvent yourself. And this is the same case with anything that we do in life. You start out very simple, not knowing the tricks of the trade, and you want to improve yourself by taking time at the end of the action and look at what you have done. This can be done in various ways. For example, you can have a journal where you write down all the actions that you do, and at the end of the day you look at it and you read and you say, oh well, this point was good, that point was not that good, how can I improve it? You can also receive feedback from other people. Maybe your friends will tell you, hey, I've done another method and it's been proven to be more successful. So yeah, it's very good to communicate with your peers on a level so that you create an understanding for yourself to improve at a much quicker rate. And you will notice that your body, after using so much energy and time, actually needs a time of relaxation and reflection, so that it by itself you become inspired and you will start to think outside of the box. And this is amazing to see yourself suddenly come up with a new technique, a method, and revolutionize the skill that you're trying to learn. So yeah, be adapting to the situation. And there's a funny story about a wood chopper who just kept on chopping wood, and there were two of them. One wood chopper just kept on chopping wood and he would never grind his axe, and the other one would always take a break for 5 minutes and make sure that his axe was sharp. So the results were very astonishing for everybody to see, because the one who was sharpening the axe was very relaxed. He made sure that his technique was good and that his axe was sharp, and in the end he became a much better woodcutter than the person who was just mindlessly trying to cut away at the tree, just hackling. This is something I want to give to you as advice. So remember the 3 pointers that I've given to you. Decision making, make sure you make long-term decisions and think about it, the positives and the negatives, consequences. Number 2, it's about taking action and be consistent. Have faith that you will succeed, because you will become better at it over time. And the third one is reflection. Give yourself time to rest and understand what you are doing. Start to look at the bigger picture, so to speak, because you will start to become a person who can think outside of the box. Communicate with your friends or your peers, and maybe you can have a journal. You should meditate. As you know, it is something that I practice quite often. You will start to see a significant increase in success in anything you do, because this is something so general. You can apply it in school, at work, for hobbies, personal life, your relationships, you name it. So I want to thank you. I love that you guys are watching me. I love speaking so naturally to the camera. It feels great. I'm also improving myself, so give me a like for that. I want to hear what you guys are saying, so please drop a comment below, and also a lot of peace and love coming your way. Alright? Take care now.